So a DC shunt motor develops 15 HP at volts. Alam na natin agad na yung 23 ay mali. Ibig sabihin, troubleshoot yan. The armature resistance is 0.071 ohm. What is the armature current? Okay, so take note. This is a DC shunt motor. So para mahanap natin yung armature current, balikan lang natin to. Kailangan natin ng IM at saka ng ISH. So that is IM minus ISH. That is your armature current. So from here, yes, nagbigay siya dito ng, sabi niya, it develops 15 HP. That is our output power, or that is the power developed on the armature. So 15 times 746. Kailan to? That is 11,190 watts. Tapos hindi niya binanggit kung ano yung ating voltage, terminal voltage. So troubleshoot yan. Yung terminal voltage dapat natin is equal to 120 volts. Okay. So ngayon, kulang ulit. Wala siyang binanggit na RSH. So pag wala siyang binanggit na RSH, parang babalikan lang natin yung isang number kanina. Ano bang number yon? Hindi ko na mahanap kung anong number. Pero pag wala siyang binanggit na RSH, let's consider na yung ISH is approximately equal to 0. So if this is approximately equal to 0, so again, yung IA ay mag-approximate to your IM. Okay. Ngayon, kung titignan natin, paano ko hanapin yung armature current, kailangan ko yung back EMF. Diba sabi natin, ang developed power is equal to the back EMF times the armature current. So okay na to, kaso wala akong back EMF. So how do we calculate your back EMF? So yung back EMF, again, can be calculated using this formula. Ano yun? Ito. So VT, meron, pero yun nga, wala tayong IA. Okay. Check nga natin kung pwede. Sige. Hindi rin pala pwede kasi wala rin tayong input power. Diba? Wala din. Sige, ganito na lang gawin natin. Since talagang kulang din ulit yung number 23, dun sa tatlong given pa niya, kasi sabi natin ang IA is the developed power divided by the back EMF. Sige nga, kung makuha natin yung IA, so develop is given. Sige, try natin. So IA. So IA is equal to 11,190 divided by the back EMF. So the back EMF is VT minus IARA, which is 120 minus IA times 0.071 ohm. So what is our IA? So shift solve na lang siguro natin. So alpha x is equal to 11,190 divided by 120 minus 0.071 alpha x. So 99.06. That is in amperes. Okay. So kung 99.06, merong malapit sa choices, which is the letter A. That is 98.15 amperes. Tama. Yan. So power developed is EBIA. O yun na, may power developed, which is 15 times 746. Divide EB, the back EMF is 120 minus IARA. So tignan nga natin kung merong brush drop. Baka sakali lang. Kung magma-minus pa tayo dito ng 2, kung mag-iba yung sagot. Wala, tataas lang siya. Wala talaga siyang brush drop. Yan. So that is letter A. So parang, kung eto lang din naman yung relation pala ng gagawin natin, pwede kong alisin to. Kaya di na pala ako mag-approximate 0 na current for your shunt field winding. Kasi kulang eh. Try nga nating baguhin yung 120. Baka naman di 120. Nating 130. Yan lang naman yung mga common na ginagamit. Wala din, 90. Let's say 125. Wala din. Ayan, ka-troubleshoot na 120 volts. Eh, kung yung armature kaya, try natin. So, 120. Let's say 0.71. Anong lalabas dito? Can't solve, ano? Masyadong mataas. 0.07. Check natin. Yun pa rin. Parang malapit na, ano? So, siguro dito na lang tayo mag-troubleshoot. So, may resistance. 0.07. Ayun, though may nakuha naman tayo, ano? Malapit sa 98.15. And based from our key answer, that is the answer. We have letter A. So, ito, i-consider nyo yung 15 HP na power develop on the armature. Yung PDEV natin. Okay, next number. Number 24. So what is the increase in torque expressed as percentage of initial torque if the current drawn by a DC series motor is increased from 10 to 12 amperes? Okay, so for number 24, ganun ulit, ano, since wala siyang binanggit dito na flux, gamitin natin yung relation ng torque is directly proportional to your IA square, si DC series motor. So T2, that is equal to T1 times IA2 over IA1 squared. Okay, so T1 is, walang binanggit, ano? So T1 times, yung currents natin nag-increase from 10 to 12, so 12 over 10 squared. So this is equal to, so 12 divided by 10 is 1.2 squared. So 1.44 of torque 1. Ang tanong, what is the increase in torque? So yun yung increase niya. That is 44% increase. So we have letter D. Okay. Next number. At objective number 25. Dirt on motor commutator may produce. So ang sagot dito is excessive sparking. So letter C. Okay. Next number. Number 26. So shunt motor runs at 1,100 RPM at 230 volts and draws a line current of 40 amperes. Okay, the output power is 10.8 HP and the various losses are given core loss 200 watts, friction and windage losses 180 watts, electrical losses due to brush drop 73 watts, stray losses 37 watts, and the armature and field circuit resistances are 0.25 and 230 ohms respectively. Calculate the motor efficiency. Okay. So sabi niya dito, hanapin daw yung motor efficiency. Hindi niya binanggit kung anong load. Okay? So we will assume that yung hinahanap na motor efficiency is at full load or yung sa may rated load. So pag sinabi nating rated load, gagamitin natin yung output power, which is yung eto. The maximum output power, 10.8 HP. Or that is equal to, so times 746, 10.8 times 746. So we have 80 or 8,056.8 watts. How about the input power? So yung input power, isa lang naman yan. That is your source voltage times your motor current. Okay, so we have VT, that is 230 volts, Take note, yung motor current, siya lang din yung line current, which is 40 amperes. Pag sinabi natin the motor draws, yun na yun, that is your IM. IM, ano pa? Minsan IL ang ginagamit kung nasanay ka sa generator, or IS, pwede rin yung IS. So 230 times 40, we have 9,200 watts. So yes, ang dami niyang binigay dyan, pero if we consider na yung hinahanap na efficiency is at full load or the rated load, diretso na agad siya sa output over input. Okay, and that is equal to 80,000 or 8,056.8 divided by 9,200 watts. So we have 87.57%. So this is your answer. Kasi kung tatry natin hanapin lahat ng losses, gagamit na ng power stages, electrical losses. So ito, electrical losses due to brush drop, kailangan pa natin yung armature and shunt field losses. Mechanical losses. So dyan yung mechanical loss natin, friction and windage. Meron din tayong core loss or the constant loss. The core loss, tas constant loss din na stray losses, binigay din pala doon. Parang dalawa. So kung hinahanap dyan yung efficiency at some load, for example, kailangan natin yung exact output. Pero kung talagang rated load yung output na hinahanap, yun na yun, yung 10.8 ang gagamitin. Kasi wala din kasi siyang choices eh. Kung may choices sana, makikita natin kung wala man ganito sa choices, ayun, hanapin natin yung output. Pero wala kasi siyang choices. So i-consider na lang natin na yung hinahanap dyan na efficiency is at maximum or the rated load. Okay, next number 27. Okay, 27. A DC motor takes an armature current of 105 amperes at 480 volts when running at 720 RPM. So the resistance of the armature circuit is 0.2 ohm and the field resistance is 96 ohms. What is the torque developed in the armature? Okay, so tinatanong dito yung torque developed on the armature. Okay, so sige, gamitin natin yung power formula. So P is equal to 2 pi times N times T over 60. Kung yung torque na sagot is naka-Newton meters. Okay? And then divide naman natin ng 33,000 kung naka-pound feet. Okay, sabi niya dito, a DC motor takes an armature current, that is your IA. So we have 105 amperes at, so that is your terminal or source voltage, 480 volts. When running at, so we have N, 720 RPM. Also given yung ating RA, that is 0.2 ohm, and RSH, that is your 96 ohm. Again na kung saan ka sanay dun sa may VT, yun yung ilagay mo. Ako kasi VT ang ginagamit ko talaga. Pwede rin yung VS. Kung VS ang sanay mo, yes, VS. Kasi source voltage nga naman sa motor. Pag VT kasi sa generator ginagamit yan. Doon kasi ako nasanay. Okay, so we have here the torque developed on the armature. Take that torque developed on the armature. So yung P natin dito is the power developed. Sabi natin yung power developed is EBIA. Kung paano ba yan? Check natin. So equate natin yung dalawang power developed formula. So we have 2 pi NT divided by 60. That is equal to your back EMF times IA. Tamang-tama, may IA tayo. So check natin, so 2 pi times N. So your N is 720 RPM times the torque, yun yung unknown. So pag ito yung ginamit kong formula, yung over 60, Newton meter yung sagot. Pero pag yung over 33,000, naka-pound feet, pero take note, ito ay naka-HP. Okay, so over 60, that is equal to EB. So the back EMF is, yun yung kailangan nating hanapin. Using your back EMF formula, tama? Ilagay natin dito. The back EMF ulit is your source voltage minus IA RA. Kung may binigay siya dyan na brush drop, magma-minus. But since wala, so wala akong ima-minus. So the source voltage ay 480 volts minus IA times RA. So this is 480 minus 105 times 0.2. So we have 459 volts. So 459 volts times 105 amperes. So hanapin natin yung torque. So that is times 105 times 60 divided by 2 pi times 720. Baliktad. 459 times 105 times 60 over 2 pi. Sa baba pala dapat. So 2 pi times 720. So we have here 639.21 Newton meters. So ito yung sagot natin. Pero kung sagot mo ay naka-torque, tignan natin. Ay, naka-torque, naka-pound feet. Siguro gamitin ko na lang yung conversion kanina doon sa may number 4 yata yun. Pag Newton meter to pound feet, ita-times natin ng 0.7 yung kanina. 0.7356 approximeter, 0.74, di ba? So, times 0.7356. So, ito dapat yung sagot. 470.2 na naka-pound feet. Or pwede mo namang kunin dito, check natin. Yung 459 times 105, convert to HP, so divided by 746. Tsaka the times ng 33,000, divided by 2 pi, divided by 720. O, yun lang din, 470 point something. So, ito yung sagot mo, 471. Acceptable yan. 471, 470, kasi magkakaiba naman yan ng conversion. Basta yung sagot ay malapit sa 639 and 470. Correct nyo na yan. That is for number 27. Okay, next number. Try nating tapusin hanggang number 35 siguro. Kasi yung mga nasa dulo, medyo mahirap siya. Hindi siya kayang tapusin. Okay, 28. So, in a DC series motor, if an armature current is reduced to 70% of its original value, the torque of the motor will be reduced by. Okay, again, sa 28, wala siyang binanggit na flux. So, yung torque natin is directly proportional to your armature current squared. So, ganun pa rin, yung torque 2 natin is equal to IA2 over IA1 squared of your original torque. Okay. Sabi niya dito, yung current daw natin is reduced to. Take note reduced to. So, yung IA2 natin ay 70% ng IA1. Yun yung ating IA2. Over IA1, quantity squared times torque 1. So, ito ay magiging 0.7 squared. So, 0.49 ng torque 1. Yan yung new value ng torque natin. Ang tanong, it will be reduced by. Gaano siya or gaano kalaki yung mababawas sa torque, and that is 100% minus 49%. Okay? And that is equal to 51%. So, marireduce by. It will be reduced by 51%. Ito yung sagot po natin, 51%. Okay. Next number 29. So a 240 volt DC motor on brake test took 52 amperes when running at 15 RPM. So the spring balance at the end of 76 cm brake arm reads 93.5 newtons. What is the efficiency of the motor at this load? Okay, so for number 29, check natin yung mga given. Ang tinatanong is the efficiency. So that is the output of the motor over the input of the motor. So may input ba tayo? Yes, yung input natin is the source voltage times the motor current. How about the output? So yung output kailangan natin kunin using this one kasi nagbigay siya dito ng speed. So we have 2 pi times n times t over 60. So that is equal to 2 pi times the speed of 1,500 RPM. How about the torque? Okay, yung torque dito, makukuha natin using your formula. Di ba ang torque is force times the distance. So yung force natin ay, eto siya, 93.5 newtons times the perpendicular distance, that is 76 centimeters or 0.76 meter. Okay, so divided by 60. That is now our output power. So we have 2 pi times 15 times 93.5 times 0.76 over 60. So we have 11 or 11.162. That is in kilowatts. Ba? 2 pi times 15. Then 93.5 over 60. 93.5.76. Okay, so yan yung ating output. So pwede ko nang hanapin yung efficiency. That is 11.162 kilowatts divided by our input power. So ang input power natin is, ayun, so that is 240 volts times 52 amperes. So yung sagot natin kanina, divide natin ng 240 times 52. So we have here 89.44%. Double check lang natin. So 2 pi times 15 times 93.5 times 0.76 over 60. Ayan. So divided by 240 times 52. Ayan. So 89.44 yung sagot. Walang choices, ano? Okay, next number 30. So separate leg-sided motor runs at 1045 RPM with a constant field current while taking an armature current of 50 amperes at 120 volts. So the armature resistance is 0.1 ohm. If the load on the motor charges such that it now takes 95 amperes at 120 volts, determine the motor speed at this load. Okay. So mukhang di na kaya ng time natin, ano? So siguro last number na lang siguro tong number 30. Di na kaya ng hanggang 35. So present na lang natin yung solution for 31 onwards. Yung 20 questions. And kung titignan natin yung parang 20 or 31 onwards, mukhang andun halos lahat ng may choices. Except dun sa may 32, 38, yung mga yan. Okay, so last number na lang siguro tayo. So sabi nga dito, meron tayong separately excited motor. Pag sinabi nating separately excited motor, meron siyang tinatawag na exciter. Kumbaga parang yung field winding natin ay nakahiwalay. Tama? Andito yung source voltage or your VT. Tapos dito naman nakalagay yung ating armature at saka yung ating, yung armature parts. Okay, then pupunta siya sa ating load. So ito yung ating separately excited motor. So kung titignan natin, yung back EMF natin, ganun pa rin kumbaga parang pag nag-KVL tayo sa may loop na to, pwede nating makuha yung back EMF by subtracting your load voltage minus your armature voltage or yung ating IARA. Kuha. Ayan. So yan yung ating back EMF. So ganun pa rin yung relation na gagawin natin for number 30. Yung back EMF natin is directly proportional to your flux and your speed. Okay, so your back EMF can be solved using ratio and proportion. So we have EB2 over EB1 that is equal to flux 2 and 2 over flux 1 and 1. So dito, okay, sabi niya dito, the field current is constant. So parang dito natin kukunin yung magnetic flux natin. Pwede natin siyang gawin as a constant value. Okay? So pwede kong i-cancel dito yung ating magnetic flux. Okay, so parang ganun pa rin yung nangyari dun sa may shunt motor. Yung EB is equal to N2 or EB is equal to N by taking the ratio and proportion of the two scenarios. Okay, unahin natin yung back EMF 2 at the second condition. Sabi niya dito, if the load motor changes such that it now takes 95 amperes at 120 volts, so yung 120 volts, yun yung ating load voltage. So 120 minus IA, that is 95 amperes, times RA is 0.1, divided by the first condition back EMF. So ano yung ating load voltage sa my first condition? That is 120 pa rin. Pero yung armature natin ay mas mababa ng 50 amperes. And times 0.1. Okay, and that is equal to, so saan ako mag-i-equate? N2 over N1. So yung N2 natin is yun yung unknown. Tama ba? Divided by N1, that is 1045 RPM. So let's calculate for your N2. So your N2 is 120 minus 95 times 0.1. So divide natin to ng 120 minus 50 times 0.1 times 1045 RPM. So this is your answer, 1004.11. So if your answer is 1004, acceptable na yan. Okay, so that is for number 30. Okay, so since di na rin kaya ng time natin, so i-present ko na lang yung solution natin for number 31 onwards. So ayan, wala pa siyang solution pero gawin ko lang saglit, So at a instant of seconds, okay, so this is for number 31. So wala siyang choices, so the answer here is 415.26. Eksakto dapat yung sagot niyo dyan. Or sige, acceptable na yung 415 kung yun yung nilagay mo.